Marsh, how excited are you for all the new subs that we got recently?
Hey everybody, it's Marshall, and I'm excited that you're here.
Welcome. That's excitement for you folks?
Hey.
What do you think of that?
Hey, I'm excited that you're here for 1 minute.
No, get up and do your little kick dance.
I can't do it.
That's good, because it looks like it pains you when you do that dance.
Well, there's not room in here to dance around. Welcome everybody to the Comic Book Show. It's Tales from the Long Box. We're here to talk about Darth Maul. The Darth Maul show is out right now. Maul Shadow Lord?
Yeah, Maul Shadow. This episode is brought to you by Maul Shadow Legends.
Wow.
If you use our promo code, you can get Darth Maul.
And his little buddies.
And his little buddy, Savage Opress.
Savage Opress. He's a big buddy.
He is a big dog.
He's a huge buddy.
Asajj Ventress. Did that sound racist?
I don't know if it sounded racist.
It sounded kind of
just
hillbilly,
like inappropriate.
Yeah.
It's like
I didn't like it. Yeah.
Something was wrong with that. But we are here to talk about Darth Maul comic book. Initially, the concept for this episode is that we were going to talk about the best Darth Maul comics, and I found a bunch of them.
And then we started reading them.
We read them all.
Yeah.
And we thought most of these are not very good.
Which we'll get into a little bit of what made them maybe not so good.
Yeah, maybe.
Which seems to be an issue with maybe lots of Star Wars, maybe not lots of Star Wars comics, but
some of the older stuff is just kind of like when Disney took over and they wiped away the entire Legends canon.
Yeah,
there was a great cry out in the galaxy, like millions of voices, who were suddenly silenced. That whole deal. And I was kind of in the camp of, hey guys, there's some gems in there. Most of it's trash.
Yeah.
So much of the expanded universe, expanded media is just kind of junk.
Yeah.
And like there is some really good stuff in there. Most of it is not that good. And for a while there, actually, like the Star Wars comics, and we did an episode on the Star Wars comics. There's a link over here. Wow. And that whole episode is basically about how they are surprisingly good.
Yes.
But
especially when
that's the
Marvel
canon
does
stuff.
When Marvel crushes Star Wars, they crush it.
Modern Marvel, specifically.
Yes, correct.
Not Marvel in 1977.
Yeah.
Which is a very different story.
Totally. I was at a museum last weekend where they had a bunch of it was like kind of a lame like fan-made Star Wars costume exhibit.
Oh.
At the Air and Space Museum here in Nebraska.
At the SAC Museum?
Yeah. Yeah. And it was like not screen-worn costumes. Yeah. It was fan-made costumes.
Interesting. Like 501st stuff or just like fan-made?
Like worse than that.
Okay.
And it was called, I think it was called like Unofficial Galaxies or something was the title of the exhibit. It was weird. But they had, throughout it, they had a ton of like classic action figures and comics and stuff like that. Some of these comic covers looked so rough from
Weird
like the
stuff.
70s era.
Weird stuff.
It's kind of fun to see. And they, they had the old Marvel branding and stuff like that, but very much strange. Yeah.
Very strange.
Yeah.
Very Doctor Strange. Just kidding.
That's a comic book reader right there.
But among all of the Darth Maul, Star Wars comics and everything that we looked at, there was one that stood out among the bunch, and that was Darth Maul from 2017, which is written by Chris Eliopoulos and Cullen Bunn, penciled by Luke Ross, inked by Luke Ross, colored by Jordi Belair and Nolan Woodard, and lettered by Joe Caramagna. I used to own this one. I might still, but I don't know where it is. I was buying comics actively when this was coming out. I know that I had the first issue at least. It's not in here, so I don't know where it is. I probably sold it.
Yeah, fair.
That's my story.
It's fair enough. This came out after the Clone Wars resurrected Maul. For those who don't know. Maybe we can go into background just this tiniest bit. There's not much background.
I mean,
on
it doesn't
Maul,
really matter much in this
yeah.
book because it's pre-Phantom Menace.
Totally, yeah, no, 100%. But like what we in 2017, what we would have known about Maul, bad guy got 10 minutes of screen time in the Phantom Menace.
Probably less.
Yeah. Came back in the Clone Wars TV show. Like
half of them came back.
Yeah, half of them came back. Yeah. The other half went down the big hole that Obi-Wan kicked him down in that movie.
Apparently is the half that did not get put into a goop jar or something.
Yeah.
Did you read that comic?
Sometimes I want to be in a goop jar.
It's so weird. I'm like, I guess they're explaining this for us now.
That's what we get.
Insert that, Michael.
Put in the goop jar.
Here's Darth Maul getting scooped into goop for some reason. And that's how he survived?
That's it. Mother Talzin got him back and ripped him back to life. Yeah. And it was good. So he survived getting bisected on Naboo after stabbing my favorite Jedi. And and so he's doing stuff throughout the Clone Wars. He's mad at everybody. That's kind of the theme of Darth Maul. Is he's just he's really mad. Yeah. Including Darth Sidious, the Emperor. And so he goes on this whole campaign against him and against the Jedi and kind of just against the entire galaxy throughout the Clone Wars. Yeah. So anyway, as of 2017, that's kind of what we knew of him was, cut in half, assumed dead. Cartoons happened, not dead. Yeah. And so this is more of, like during or before the Phantom Menace.
It's before because he hasn't been revealed yet.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
So
he's
I
still
think
kind of in hiding. That's a good point.
There is a description in there for the things if you want to read it out.
Let me throw this description at you. In Darth Maul 2017, the crimson-lit corridors of Coruscant's lower levels are hunting grounds for Darth Maul. His training under Darth Sidious is a brutal regimen of isolation and focused aggression, a process designed to forge a weapon from pure hatred. Now that weapon is being tested, Maul stalks the galactic underworld, his singular purpose to find and eliminate a Jedi. Each encounter is a step toward the final confrontation, a chance to prove his mastery of the Sith arts. The air in the industrial sectors smells of ozone and spilled fuel.
Weirdly unnecessary final sentence there, but otherwise that's the...
Where'd you find this?
I think it was just the one from Comic Geeks. I can't remember.
That's funny.
It's just like random extra descriptor just for fun.
Yep.
Smells of ozone and spilled fuel.
In case you were curious about the smell.
It's pretty good. While Darth Maul is hunting these guys, it's pretty cool and he's got a lightsaber, but I know what you're really thinking about.
How stinky is the underside of Coruscant?
How does it smell in this part of Coruscant?
And let me tell you, smells like hell.
Smells like ozone, dude. Yeah. Which is not great.
Not a great smell.
I know what you're thinking.
Yeah.
You're watching Star Wars, right? You see the battles, you see the Geonosians, you see all these different aliens. You are thinking, what does that guy smell like?
Yeah. Yeah. I think
this comic finally answers that question.
Every time I see Watto, I think, what does a Toydarian smell like?
What do you think he smells like?
Money.
Wow!
My tricks don't work on me, only money.
It's pretty
Do you think that was a good impression? Be honest.
It's like a 6 out of 10.
A 6 out of... Is that outrageous?
It wasn't...
This is outrageous.
I don't know if it wasn't a Watto quote. I don't know if I would have known that was him. It would be one of my first guesses, probably.
Sometimes it'd be your own people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Boy.
This is a Darth Maul book, and it's pretty good. So, I mean, that is a pretty good summary of what it's about. Essentially, Darth Maul has, it's pre-Phantom Menace. He's yet to reveal himself. Sidious won't let him, and he's just rearing him ready to go, and he really wants to just get out there and start killing people.
Yes.
He's got this hole in his heart.
The cunning warrior attacks neither body nor mind.
Tell me how!
The heart, Osborne. First, we attack his heart.
And he wants to fill it with murder. Mm-hmm. And the best way for him to do that, he wants to test his mettle against some Jedi. And he hasn't had a chance to do that yet. Mm-hmm. So he finds out while on a mission that basically a ship has gone down. The Jedi Master in that ship died, but the Padawan did not die and was captured and is going to be auctioned off by some kind of like Grandmaster type character. Mm-hmm. She's auctioning off this Padawan to the highest bidder for whatever cost, essentially.
Yeah.
So Maul is going to go and involve himself in that. And along the way, he finds Cad Bane and that lady who's pops up sometimes, Aura Singh.
And then famously killed by Woody Harrelson.
Yeah. That's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a connection for you.
Forgot about that.
What's his name? Bennett from Solo Star Wars. Beckett, sorry.
Come on, man.
I know.
Don't you know Beckett?
Not a big Solo Star Wars
remember
story.
When he's
head.
like, don't trust anybody, and then Han Solo shoots him?
Yeah, remember when he's like, here, have this gun, and I'm going to make it look like your classic gun, Han Solo.
Yeah,
you know the
put
one.
Stuff on this, and then it's going to be like a DL-44, like your DL-44.
Is that
Not like somebody else's DL-44, like your DL-44 with a big sniper scope that you don't use.
Wait, is that the actual model number of Han's
Yeah.
gun? Why do you know that?
Because I'm a nerd. You don't know that?
There you go. I guess I didn't know Han's
It's a famous blaster.
serial number.
Yeah.
You're right.
Luke
And when
has
you're right,
one
you're
in
right.
Empire.
Yeah.
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 DL-44.
Let's have a picture of the DL-44.
Yes, go ahead, Michael. Put that on screen.
Looks very
do you,
German.
Do you know? We need to do a Star Wars quiz at some point here now, I guess.
I guess so, dude. I
pretty
got to
good.
quiz you this time. You still owe me my prize for the last one, by the
Well,
way.
you know, the last video performed very, very well, and we might be getting somewhat close to getting monetized, and then maybe the people will be paying for your action figure.
Oh, get excited.
So we'll see. So what do you think? That's the story of this thing.
Yes.
Well, one small wrinkle, and then you get to like the actual meat of the thing, is that basically somebody buys the Jedi, and then Maul and his compatriots steal the Jedi from that person. But in the process, oh no, there's actually a bomb on the ship. The ship goes down on the planet below, and the actual business is not the auction. It is now all of these different groups paying for the right to hunt the Jedi.
Yeah, it's a fun little like blood sport with a hefty pay.
Yeah, it's like a Vader down type thing. So now all these people are hunting not just the Jedi, but Bane and Aurra Sing and the Anteater guy who wants to eat people apparently, and Maul and the Jedi, and so on and so forth. All these, I probably said too many names, and I probably said a name more than once.
No, it's okay. I love an underworld story in Star Wars.
Yeah.
I think Maul, what makes Maul like kind of a fun character to me is that he takes
Spikes.
place, the spikes especially. How does he get the hood on and off easily? Because he wears a hood a lot, especially in these comics. It's got to get
vinyl.
stuck oh, you think it's, okay, that's probably a good idea. Because I'm like, otherwise it must get stuck. And it's like, oh, I'm sorry, I was supposed to look really, really menacing here.
Yeah. He's got a magnetic point on his uppermost spike, and there is a magnetic ball bearing in the middle of the hood.
Yeah, and he
So
3D
part-
printed a little button for it.
That part sticks on,
Yeah.
and the rest of it is slippery.
He, you know,
So it can just come straight off, but it doesn't slip off.
I know
while
I was
it's
saying.
on.
I know I was saying my favorite thing about Maul. Scratch what I was going to say.
Yeah.
his appreciation for sewing and textiles is what I really
He's
appreciate
a
most about it.
big fashionista.
And he's so cute about it.
He's really cute about it.
But my second favorite thing is that he takes he kind of exists in both worlds where he's like part of the big high fantasy Star Wars
the
thing
wizard
that we
stuff.
all love, the wizard stuff. But then he's also part of the criminal world and what like the scummiest, like lowest version of what is the Star Wars world.
Yeah.
He's in there too.
Yeah.
So that's really fun. This is much more. This has both. This has both in it.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, and I like that quite a bit. I like that. I like also a couple of things.
Okay.
When he narrates in this book, his thought bubbles are black with a red
red.
border and
Yep.
red text.
Pretty good.
It looks so cool.
It's very well done.
It's like very simple.
Yeah.
But man, I can't get enough of it. It looks so good.
Thank you, Joe.
Yes, and it's got to be something with the background, with the background of the art itself. It's like it blends into the world so well.
Yeah, it works really well.
Yeah.
I mean, Jordi Belaire's colors on this are fantastic. They look really good. I mean, that was one of the notes that I wrote down. We're kind of just jumping around here, I guess.
That's okay.
Let's talk about the art.
We always talk about art for like in and out.
Whatever.
Yeah.
But the colors are really good. One of the notes that I wrote down is that the colors really, really understand the line work really well.
Yeah.
And the line work is really cool. Who was the artist on this again? Luke Ross. Ross's work here really reminds me of, what's his name? Something Panosian. Joe Panosian?
The puppet guy? That's mean. That's mean to a
Puppet
man's
guy?
real name. Like Pinocchio. It's fine.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Pinocchio.
Panosian. Okay, pretty good, Michael.
They're both there. Thank you.
A little bit of that and a little bit of Declan Shalvey, but it's really cool, kind of like rough feeling stuff. It's got a lot of texture to it.
Yeah.
There's a really cool use of halftone through a lot of the book to really accentuate the shading on things, to help things have a little bit more shape.
Yeah, give a 15-second explanation of what halftone is.
So halftone is essentially a really fine or slightly less fine, depending on which one you're using, dot pattern that is used in manga a lot because it's black and white in order to distinguish depth and distance and shadow, because you don't have color to do that. And then Western comics use them as well, and in this case are using them with color additionally. And they use it really, really well. We'll have examples of it on the screen and everything like that. But it's a really cool effect. It looks really good, and Belair's colors really complement it really well. Because, and she just does a really good job of, following what the scene really requires. If they're down on this desolate planet, it's not quite as saturated. If they're in this auction hall, it's really bright and really colorful. There's all kinds of different alien races, and they all look exactly the way they're supposed to. The book is not any one thing. It's not like you're watching Game of Thrones and the entire thing has a look. It's not the Matrix and everything is green. Every scene looks the way it's supposed to look, but still in a very cohesive way. And it's just really masterful work.
Yeah, and the inking goes so far to set a framework for that too, especially in Maul when he is hooded and you can just see his eyes or see his teeth, and it's like, or see just a little bit of his red skin, but have his tattoos therefore like that much more visible, stuff like that. Yeah, it's so cool.
There's a lot of really great shots. Ross does a really good job of like blocking and laying out the page, and he uses Maul's black skin as like a really good kind of the way Chris Samney does, and what we talked about in Batman and Robin Year One.
Yeah, watch that, check it out.
It's he does a really good job of kind of framing the character and the scene with that. There was one that I think I sent you with him kind of in the foreground looking at all the other characters, and it just it looks so cool. Yeah. And I love, there are many pages, many panels, that is, where you do have kind of that Malev Daredevil thing of like just the little eyes. Yeah. Sometimes some teeth, and just making him look real spooky.
Yes, spooky.
It's very good.
Yeah. He is so much more menacing in this than he is in The Phantom Menace. Like, and I think that's kind of the theme with this character, is like the best of him is not in the movies. Yeah. Which like makes me, kind of makes me bummed for the casual viewers or the casual like fans of this franchise, because like take somebody like my mom, who I love a lot. Linda. Yeah. Linda, shout out.
I remember Linda.
If I talk to her about there's a new Star Wars thing coming out, she is pretty likely to say like, oh, aren't those actors like way too old to be playing those characters now? Referring to Mark Hamill and Harrison Ford and the rest.
And the answer is yes.
And the answer is yeah, they sure are. And like, but that's, for a certain like demographic or group, it's like that's the perception of like they've just missed out on everything that's not just the mainline films or the older stuff. Yeah, exactly.
It's all the people who went to see Solo and were really confused at the end.
Yes. Yeah.
And Darth Maul is just there.
Yeah.
You're like, huh?
Totally. And who can blame them? It's like if they grew up with this franchise, but they didn't really want to watch like Cartoon Network cartoons,
show, Yeah.
No, exactly. Yeah. It's like they just might not know. That's why I like that these comics exist, because it's a nice, it feels still kind of like grown up. Not that the Clone Wars doesn't. The Clone Wars is very mature for being a kid's show. I'm never going to put down that show because it is very like well made.
No, it's great.
But I think the comics are probably more accessible and or acceptable as a supplementary form of media for it.
Yeah, this is definitely a more grown up book a little bit. Yeah. Like it's not like overly violent and ridiculous, and the new show is probably darker, more violent than this is.
Yeah,
and we'll talk about that a little bit later. But yeah, the book is really good. I like how throughout the entire thing, he's kind of going back and forth on. There's a lot of moments where he's like, this girl would be a good apprentice, basically. Yeah, like I could turn her
totally.
Yeah. But I want to kill her instead.
But he also gets the sense that she could turn him. Like there's almost this suggestion that like, oh, she's such a worthy adversary that she might like her. She's so strong with the Force that that he could like falter to her, and it takes all of his concentration to maintain his like rage. And ultimately he does get the upper hand on her, which bummed me out because she was a cool Jedi. Like, I liked her a lot, actually.
Yeah. But I mean, you're reading it, you know she has to die.
Yeah.
Theoretically.
Yeah, there's no way this...
Because he can't be revealed. Like, everyone involved in this has to and does die.
Yeah.
Except for the bounty hunters, because they don't, I guess, know who he is. They don't ever see him use a lightsaber.
Right. Yeah. They
just
know
think he's a guy.
He's a Sith. And the bounty hunters are already, like, what does their word mean to the galaxy at large at the end of the day?
Yeah.
Like, Cad Bane's a liar and a thief already and stuff like that.
There's a red guy. He's got a laser sword. Shut up.
Hit us with his line from Boba Fett that you love so much.
What does he say in Boba Fett? I don't remember.
Something about like...
I'll kill you.
No,
What
no.
is it?
Something about the something calling the something slimy.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember this?
I remember it happened. I don't remember what it is.
Ugh, it's good.
Yeah, that's a weird one.
Anyway, forget about it.
Isn't that the Scuba Dooba calling the Wadaba Diba Da slimy?
Hey, just like his favorite line.
Yeah.
from Boba
the
Fett.
Book of Boba Fett.
Do you think he practiced that line? Like the character himself? He's like, oh, this
That's all
would
he
sound
thinks
really
about.
cool.
That's all he thinks about
Yeah, I think you're right.
every day.
I think you're right.
He's looking in the mirror when he wakes up. Isn't that the Scuba? No.
What's the right? Is that?
Is
no,
that?
No, can't
is that? Isn't that? No. He figures it out eventually.
This is a sidebar from this sidebar.
Okay.
If you haven't seen the Tales from the Underworld like mini series from Star Wars that's on Disney Plus, it is very good. And 3 of the 6 episodes in that are Cad Bane's origin story.
Oh,
some just extraordinary Star Wars in those 3 episodes. It's very Western, very like, and it does the Western thing better than the Boba Fett show or the Mandalorian I think ever did.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
They were never really Westerns.
Dude, watch the Tales from the Underworld. And the other 3 are Asajj Ventress.
See, and that's what I knew about it. And that's why I never quite dug in, because I never quite cared about Ventress.
Yeah.
But Bane.
Those were still good, but the Bane episodes were just top tier.
Okay, interesting.
But anyway, back to Maul.
Back to the mall.
Let's go to the mall.
Let's go to the mall. Up here.
Take it off.
All right, Michael's going to the mall.
Go to the mall, Marsh.
So let me tell you a little bit more about Darth Maul. He's a stinky guy. Now you know how he smells.
Big stinker, and he smells like ozone.
Ozone and spilled fuel.
So dumb. What I liked as far as the theming of this story is that it was all about, like, I've heard Maul compared, like, from the Phantom Menace. I've heard him compared to like a wild animal, like when he's. Think back to that scene at the end when the like force fields come up during the Duel of the Fates, and Qui-Gon sits to meditate, and Darth Maul paces,
slashing away at the
he's pacing, he's like testing the barrier to see if he can get through it and stuff like that, and he looks like an animal and like a beast. These books kind of, I think, build that feeling where he is just like a creature of like pent up energy and aggression. And that's what the Emperor likes so much about him.
Yeah.
Or sorry, he's not the Emperor yet, I guess, but that's what Darth Sidious likes so much about him is that he can be played in a certain way, but you've got to maximize that like desire and that need in him and all these animal tendencies. Yeah. And so that's so much of this is like he's progressing in his training, and he's going, Master, I can go kill Jedi now. Yes. I'm so ready.
Let's go.
And Sidious says, no, you're not going yet.
Yeah. He's a hungry lion.
Yes. And it's only making him hungrier. Yeah. And that hunger and that desire and the passion is what feeds the dark side. And it makes it so much fun. Yeah. And even
there's also an implication in there at some point. There's like a short flashback of like a page or two that is something of like early training with Sidious. Yeah. And it looks like they're at like that Sith temple from Rebels or something like that. And there's like this moment where it seems like Sidious has used that kind of like intense desire for, a fulfilled need and used that to mold him in this way that he like has made him believe that the Jedi are like the evil ones and have like done some great evil to the Sith, and the Sith are actually really good.
Yeah.
And I don't totally understand what was going on there,
Yeah.
but it's really like throughout the book, he kind of comes back to that of like, I have to get revenge
Yes. Yeah.
for this thing that may or may not have actually happened.
Didn't even really affect him. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah. His whole life, I don't think the Jedi had really had an actual presence in it until
he's been on
Sidious
Dathomir.
said, you should be mad at these people.
Yeah.
You know, and
Which that's how radicalization works.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. And so that was this, like what you're describing was this glimpse of part of that side of his training of just like, here's, radicalizing him against the Jedi. So cool.
Radical.
And so that like proceeds all throughout, just these themes of just waiting and like tension and do you ever, I don't know why it calls this to mind for me, but did you ever hear the Quentin Tarantino like explanation of tension or of suspense in a movie? He describes it as like stretching out a rubber band.
Is that Tarantino?
That's who I've heard describe it. This could be somebody there could be somebody that inspired him to say it for sure.
My brain is saying Alfred Hitchcock, but go ahead.
That could have been a Hitchcock. He could have been describing a Hitchcock thing.
Yeah. I don't know. Keep saying what you're saying.
Nevertheless, yeah.
Yeah.
The idea is, like suspense is a rubber band being stretched and stretched and stretched. And when it snaps is the moment when it's like when the suspense is all paid off. Yeah. Yep, exactly. So that seems to be like kind of the expression of Maul's entire life and training is the stretching, right?
Yeah.
And so it gets to this point where he does like betray Darth Sidious to go and hunt down this Jedi Padawan, just to kind of, you get the impression that it's just to see how it feels.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just see how it feels to kill a Jedi.
Yeah, he's
to
like,
do
let
the
me
thing
get it
that he
out of my
wants to do
system.
so bad. Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, which makes it seem much, that much more like an animal, right? It's like he doesn't really have even a reason beyond, I really want this really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when he does get it, he's like, well, that was great.
Yeah.
But then Sidious asks him at the end, did it satisfy your need?
Yeah.
He said, no.
Yep.
Sidious says, good.
Totally. Yeah.
And it continually reinforces what like Sam Witwer has talked about a lot about how like Maul is really a Sisyphus character.
Yes, very
like
much so. Yeah.
every time he will build up this big thing, whether it's I'm going to kill this Jedi and then it's going to work, or I'm going to have the criminal empire, the Shadow Collective, or I'm going to run Crimson Dawn, all this different stuff, and then it crumbles down.
Yep.
Like he's just always pushing that boulder up the hill,
Yes.
and it never makes it to the top. Like right when he's about to be there, the end of Clone Wars, he's luring Anakin, and then Anakin doesn't show up.
Yeah.
Crap.
Yep.
He's going to kill Sidious. Sidious beats him down. Crap.
Yeah.
He's got his brother, and that's all going to work out. Savage is killed.
Yeah.
Crap. Like he's always just this close, and then something goes wrong, and he's all the way back down at the bottom of the hill.
Yeah, and he's always trying to take apprentices too, and that never works out. He tries to take Ezra Bridger as an apprentice.
Yeah.
He tries it with Ahsoka. He tries it a million times.
Yeah.
He almost tries it with this Jedi.
This girl,
I think that like she's a Twi'lek Jedi Padawan. I think that I get the impression that kind of is inspiring the new show, where there's a Twi'lek that he's trying to.
Oh yeah, that could be
trying
something.
to convince to follow along. I don't know. Again, that's me having only seen the 2 episodes that are out.
Yeah.
But cool stuff. Yeah.
It's very good.
In that ending scene, he says something about, Maul says he feels empty. An emptiness I have been trained only to fill one way, by slaying the Jedi. Eldra Cadis, that Padawan.
Yeah.
Eldra Cadis was but the first. Now I must only wait. And it's the wait. He's back to just waiting. So he doesn't end anywhere different than when he started.
Yeah.
In this story, it's just like it's just played into Sidious's plan more.
Because it was like this whole thing.
Yeah.
He thought that he was going behind Sidious's back, but of course, he's orchestrated this. This is something that he had set out to happen. He's put all the pieces in place and everything like that.
Yeah.
And it was kind of just a test.
I feel like we all know a Sidious in our lives who's just like, I planned that the whole time.
Yeah, that was what I was.
That's exactly what I thought was going to happen.
I was trying to miss. You know, when the ball didn't go into the basketball hoop, that was what I was trying to. I was trying to keep your expectations low.
You didn't see what I was doing because you're not as clever as me, but I was just trying to do that.
I was just acting like an idiot just to make you mad. I actually am really smart.
Yeah. That's great. That's him the whole way through. Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff in the art that I really love. I love the way that Ross draws Bane's coat. It's just so satisfying. Yeah. Because it's not the same as in the Clone Wars. Like, it's a much more like baggy. You get the kind of impression that it's more of like a canvas type fabric and everything. Lots of fabric talk today.
Yes.
No magnets in this one, probably. But
Maybe.
It just looks really cool because he's such a slim character. He's this very slight fellow, but he's got this coat that billows and folds in a really cool way. Yeah. The way the lightsabers look is really good. It's kind of hard to do the glow on a lightsaber without it kind of just starting to look very separate from the rest of the art some of the time. Yeah. Because it can start to look very much like a digital effect rather than being just a thing that is within the colors and within the lines and everything. And Ross does a really good job, and Jordi Belair, of course, in tandem, because that's where the color comes in, does a really good job of supplementing what Ross does, where he has drawn the outline, for the most part, of where the actual blade is, within that, completely white. But then the lines are are colored the color of the lightsaber. Yeah. So you're getting the outline in like a blue or a red, and there is like a slight glow around the outside of it. Yeah. And it's done very, very tastefully in a way that still gives you very clearly, this is a lightsaber, this is the glow of the lightsaber. And it's kind of a hard, fine line to walk sometimes. Yeah. But I really like it. Yeah, it's very good.
One of the covers of one of these issues I took note of that because it's a cover where there's Maul on the left, Eldra the Jedi on the right, and they're kind of separated by a lightsaber blade. And I'm looking at it, I'm going, how did they make that look so good? I mean, it looks perfect. Yeah. It's because it's just it's a white blade. Yeah. And it's just colored on in the halo of it. Yeah. I thought that was really cool. Yeah.
Because the tough thing is that if you either start to become really digital or you have two cylinders. Yeah. And the inside one is white and the outside one is the color of the lightsaber. And then they're separated by a thin black line. And it just feels weird and fake and plastic. Yeah. It doesn't make much sense. So adding the color hold to the line really makes a big difference. Yeah. To still keep it feeling like a lightsaber, because you'll also sometimes see people who just draw the blade itself as the color of the thing.
Joe Abercrombie,
the blade itself. Good book.
Yes, it is.
Depressing.
Yes, it is.
And that just doesn't work. Yeah. Like, you can't make the color of the blade the color of the blade because that's not what lightsabers actually look like. Yeah. That's what a toy looks like. Yep. But when it shows up, even if you have like a glowing lightsaber, I almost brought one of mine. If we had that on camera, it would blow out the sensor, depending on how we color grade it and everything. But theoretically, it would blow out the sensor in the middle, would look bright white. Yeah. Which then is an interesting thing where in the movies now and the TV shows, it's become a problem that they're just depending on that to just do that. So sometimes if you watch like Ahsoka, if you look at the lightsabers, there's a good amount of color still in the blade. And it's because they're just using a practical blade on set that lights up and not really doing much CG work over the top of it. Yeah. So instead of the sensor getting blown out and having a really white hot glow there, you're getting the actual prop on set that is still having just a light coming out of it, an LED light coming out of it. And it doesn't look like a lightsaber looks. Yeah. It's in live action, in print, it's a really hard, very specific thing to get right. And they do a really good job of it in this book.
Totally. Yeah. I would much rather have them just have the big old mirror sticks that they had in the first two trilogies. Ultimately, if we're going to do it on screen, do it that way. It's perfect. Everybody loves it. That looks like a lightsaber.
Yeah. Make it weird.
Freak it up.
It's not a real thing.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to follow the rules of real things because it's not a real thing. It's a made up thing, and you get to decide what the rules of it are.
Yeah.
Is it really heavy? Is it completely weightless because it's a laser blade?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah.
It's been different things at different times, and it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's like who would win in a fight between Batman and Superman? The answer is whoever the writer decides would win.
Yes.
It's not real.
However you think is coolest on the playground when,
Yes.
when you get asked this question.
Yes.
Totally,
And the
yeah.
answer is Batman.
There it is.
It's true.
You're a
In
Superman
almost
guy.
I am a Superman guy. And in almost every situation, Batman wins.
Don't
In
listen.
almost every situation, Batman wins because you have to take. He's not fighting Homelander. You have to take in context the character of the characters, and Superman is not going to go all out against Batman, but Batman is going to go all out against Superman.
I know what I'm talking about.
I'm a smart guy.
I have opinions on things.
I'm a smart fella, and you're a fart smeller.
Oh,
That's true.
I've been had.
This is the Darth Maul book. I liked it a lot. I really, really enjoyed it.
Yes.
I want to see more of it, but it does. There's not more of it. But you know what?
There is one
of.
more of it, actually. In 2018, after Solo came out,
A Star Wars story.
Solo, a Star Wars story,
Okay.
starring
Beckett.
Woody Harrelson.
Yeah.
They released. It was in the middle of the series they were doing called The Age of the
Age of
Republic.
the Republic, yeah.
with some different characters. They did a Liam Neeson Jedi one.
Qui-Gon Jinn.
Qui-Gon Jinn is his
There was an
name.
Anakin and
Tell me
Obi-Wan.
Liam Neeson doesn't sound like a Jedi name, though. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about?
Liam is too regular of a name.
Yeah.
Neeson.
Luby Booby Neeson.
Neeson is a good Star Wars first name.
Yeah, it is. You're right. They had those.
Yeah.
They had a Maul one too.
Yeah.
And that also helped to kind of continue bridging the gap between what we saw in the movie and like the later on canon.
Interesting.
And it kind of continued this. It was in the aftermath of this first kill of Maul.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yes,
What?
so they address that a little bit. They kind of go back to Malachor, Sidious and Maul go back there together.
Classic.
And Maul has this really interesting vision there, like from the Force, where he's portrayed as a Jedi back on Dathomir or wherever the Zabraks are from.
Yeah, Dathomir.
And he saves this town from some giant creature. And then he's being hailed as this hero, by this Zabrak family.
Yeah.
And Maul says, "This isn't right. This isn't where I belong." And he like slaughters this family that is like feeding him dinner.
Yeah.
And he's like, "This is what the Jedi are. That's a lie. It's all a lie." And it's supposed to, through this vision, I guess the Force teaches him like and it's hard to tell if it's actually the Force or if it's Sidious manipulating the Force to show him these things. But it's this idea that the Jedi have the goodwill of the galaxy, and that's what needs to be broken down
Interesting.
in order for the Sith to gain the power that they want.
I got to read this.
It was a really, really good. Again, just one issue,
Yeah.
but it was same artist, so
Oh,
it looks
really?
the same visual language and everything like that.
What?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so it's worth a read for sure if anybody's interested in that. So check it out.
That's pretty good.
That was a good thumbnail right there.
Yeah, maybe. I actually already made the thumbnail.
For this?
Yeah, it's done.
Cute.
It's pretty good.
I bet.
So what do you think? How are you feeling? We're doing this because the Darth Maul TV show's out. We have, I think, 3 episodes are out right now. Both of us have only watched the first 2. How are you feeling about it so far?
I feel pretty good about it.
I feel great about it.
I have some critical things, not necessarily just about this show, but I'm going to get hate, I think, for this. I think that the Sam Witwer love
Yes.
is a little overcooked.
Okay.
I think he's really good at the job. And I like that he's really passionate about playing the character.
Yeah.
I loved playing The Force Unleashed
Okay.
with him as the main character. It was awesome.
Yeah.
He loves Star Wars. He loves Maul.
Yeah.
He does a great job.
Yeah.
I think he overacts it a little bit, and overacting in voice work. Really, I don't know if it's just me or if everybody kind of feels this way, But when I can feel like a voice part, like a vocal performance is being overacted, I'm like, this takes me out quick.
Interesting.
Quick. You know what I mean?
Sure.
And so I don't like, that's my one thing.
Do you feel like that's happening in this show?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
I do a little bit.
Like overacting in what way?
Like,
Because he hasn't had any big like Kenobi kind of moments at all.
yes, but that's a perfect example. Everybody's like, oh, I love Sam Witwer because he can just wail.
Yeah.
It's like anybody can just wail in an audio booth. Just because he got caught on camera doing it doesn't make him like this darling. Again, he's good at the job. Don't hear me saying he's not good at the job. I just don't. To me, I'm like we can enjoy other parts of it too.
Yeah.
And then I heard some interview the other day where they talked about, Sam Witwer's like screams as Darth Maul, which is really just him as Sam
They're in the
Witwer,
lightsaber.
or in the lightsaber.
That's cool.
That is cool as a concept,
that's raw,
but I'm
man.
like, can we stop glazing this dude?
Why?
I don't know. I'm like, let the art speak for itself, which again, that would be cool if there wasn't however many years now of him playing this character.
Yeah.
And everybody loves him and he can do all the things he can. And there's a lot more to it too.
Sure.
These are my feelings about it.
Yeah. Because even the Kenobi scream, like the whole point of this guy, even in this book, is that he's filled with complete animalistic rage.
Yeah.
And, the Serafinowicz 2 lines are very quiet and reserved. And a lot of the time, most of the time, in fact, Maul is pretty quiet and reserved.
Yeah.
But then when that anger comes out, it is out.
Yes.
Like it is a heavy contrast because it's taking every bit of him to hold that in.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't see that.
No, I know. Most people I think don't.
Yeah.
This is a Michael opinion. Is
Yeah.
really all it is. I'm not trying to persuade in any way.
Yeah. Lies, deceptions.
Now let's talk about a great Star Wars portrayal.
Oh boy. Not overacting at all.
Forrest Whitaker. One tends to lose one's mind.
Bula bula. What is that? What did he say?
The boar.
I can't remember what he says.
The Borgullet.
Boogalet.
And poor Riz Ahmed, really amazing actor Riz Ahmed has to just
He's really
put up
good.
with
Check
it.
out his new show, Bait, on Amazon Prime.
Yes, check out his old movie, Sound of Metal.
A great movie.
It's a crushing
Oh
movie.
my gosh, it's so good.
Yeah.
Well, what I think about the show, Michael.
I didn't ask actually.
Well, now that you're asked, since you asked, I think it's really good so far. I'm really interested in where it's going.
Yeah.
Because when they announced it, I was like, cool. I love every time they do these animated things because, they put a lot of good effort behind it. The animation gets better every time, and that's always cool to see. But I wasn't sure, I don't know how much I care about Darth Maul. I don't know what story we're going to tell here because we've already got stuff that happened in Rebels. We've already got the stuff that happened in Clone Wars. I guess we don't know too much about how he lost his empire necessarily. Like that, even in this, is still a uncovered or we haven't seen that.
Yeah,
basically. So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how that goes. I think visually it's incredible.
Yeah.
It's really cool how it's kind of the final form, it feels like, of what the Clone Wars animation always wanted to be.
Totally,
where
yeah.
they made a point in the Clone Wars of, I watched a featurette forever ago about how usually in 3D animation, everything, you're trying to make it really clean and smooth and perfect and everything. And in Clone Wars, they knew the limitations of the technology they had. So they very intentionally leaned into a bit more of a rough-hewn style where you could literally see the paint strokes on the characters.
Yeah.
And in this, they've gone all in on that. They've taken the evolved visual style of the character models and everything that we've gotten through Bad Batch and up until this now, and they've just gone full on painterly with it, where even the backgrounds are now not fully rendered things. They are painted.
Yeah.
Like it's literally paintings in the background.
It's so cool.
And it looks really cool.
Really good. Yeah, absolutely.
Really interesting stuff.
I love that they went back to this animation style too. After, like Rebels wasn't a bad animation, but I don't think it was exactly
It's a different vibe.
Yes, it is a very different thing for a different show. Like it's they serve different purposes. Yeah, exactly. But they went back to this when they did that 7th season of the Clone Wars. They stuck with it, and it's a beautiful thing. Every time, like every fight scene is like, this is the coolest.
It's incredible.
I don't usually like. I don't know what the word is. I don't usually make audible commentary on things, but I'm sitting there watching it with my wife, and I'm like, this is really cool all throughout. I think I was annoying her with how much I was doing it. But like, it's just some of the coolest Star Wars stuff you'll ever see.
It's interesting how good Filoni is in animation. Yeah. And how he just forgets everything when he moves to live action.
He has his wheelhouse. You know what I mean?
And it's even, but what's interesting, it's even story. Yeah. You know, like the visuals of the animated shows are so good, especially from Clone Wars Season 7 onward. Yes. Like they've put all of their money and power behind these animated shows, being Clone Wars Season 7, Bad Batch, and then this. And it's, and the Tales of the whatever shows. But it's just like visually incredible stuff. And that, for some reason, that ability and talent doesn't get translated into live action, even though so much of the ethos behind the way they did these shows with George initially even was he was drilling into everybody at Lucasfilm, like, we need to do this like it's a film. Yeah. And I'm sure that the way that they're doing this stuff, they've got digital cameras, they've got digital lighting, and it's all simulated the exact same way that it would work in real life. Yeah. Like that was one of the interesting things that Pixar ran into when they were making Toy Story, is the first thing they had to do was figure out how to design a digital camera and make it work in the computer the way that a real camera works mechanically. And that's a really difficult, strange, specific thing to do. Because now you're thinking about physics, because you're trying to take literal physical mechanical phenomena and put that into a computer. And we're just totally used to that now because, you know, we've got 3 really nice digital cameras over here. But even these things are replicating what film cameras would be doing physically. They're doing that digitally. It's a strange, anachronistic thing of like, this is the way that this thing that we created worked. We now have the technology to do those things differently, but we've developed a certain taste. And we need to create that again. It's just, I don't know. So the point being, why do the shows look like crap in live action and so good in animation? Because the tools are essentially the same. And theoretically, you've got the best people in the business working on these things. But who knows?
I think it's because they paid many millions of dollars for the volume, that soundstage, and they decided to use it for everything to get their money out of it. And it's like, it worked for 5 minutes on the first few episodes of Mando.
And it can still work really well if they don't use it as a crutch.
Don't use it all the time. Build a set for some things and use the volume for other things. You can do that.
Andor says so.
If you're filming a chase scene for the Obi-Wan Kenobi show with little baby Princess Leia.
And Flea.
What's Flea?
That's Flea. That's from the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
I forgot about that.
Yep.
Don't use a sound stage that's, I don't know, 30 feet
5
across.
feet long.
Yeah. It's like people need to actually move.
Things are good. Thanks everybody for watching the Comic Book Show. This has been the Comic Book Show. Next time we are going to be doing something else.
Something else.
Hope you're there for that.
Do you want to plug the something else?
What are we doing?
We're doing a tier list.
Hey, we're going to rank every Star Wars.
Hey, we're going to rank every Star Wars.
We're going to rank every Star Wars.
What we're going to do next week is we're going to make a tier list and rank every single Star Wars.
We're going to rank every Star
thing.
Wars.
Well, not every Star Wars thing, every movie and TV show.
Yes.
So you'll get more of this rant that we just went on next week as we talk through some of those things.
It's going to be great.
So get excited. It's not maybe it's not a comic book thing, but it's a very much comic book adjacent thing.
Yeah.
So we hope that you'll enjoy it.
If you really like it, maybe we'll do it 2 more times.
Maybe we'll do it even more than that.
No.
We'll just re-rank everything.
2 more times.
Many, many, many times.
It could happen. Thanks for being here. We always are happy to do the comic book show. We're really glad and thankful for the support that you guys have been giving us over the last 2 videos.
Yes, we've gotten so many new friends out there as we've put out these videos. Really, really appreciate you guys jumping in and kind of enjoying our community with us, enjoying what we do and enjoying the things that we enjoy and the things we make. It's been great, so I appreciate that.
And we'll never forget you, Gamma, and Husky Husker, and all these other people.
Dude, we're not going to forget our day ones like Doom.
Come on.
Like MF Doom.
Not Doom. Never forget Doom.
Never forget. All hail.
Thanks, guys. See you next time.
Keep reading comics. Love you.
Good luck.